Hi everybody, Nate here from WASD 20. Thanks for joining me today. I have with me Luke Gygax here on the final day of GaryCon. Luke, how are you?
I'm doing good. I'm a little tired, but had a fantastic convention.
Very, very good. Well, thank you so much for being willing to talk to us here. So GaryCon is a unique convention. How would you describe its uniqueness? What makes it different?
Well, GaryCon is a convention that came out of a very sad event. My father passed away March 4th of 2008, and after his funeral, so many people had showed up, so many gamers, friends from many years came, and I thought it would be right for us to do something more than just a funeral, and what better thing to do for our family than to get together at a place that I remember very fondly, and that was the American Legion Hall. And I basically held a wake there. The American Legion Hall is a site of old conventions like Winter Fantasy and things like that from my childhood. So I rented that hall with my family, and we had some food and some drinks, and we put up the Dungeons & Dragons cartoon playing, and set up the tables, and people gamed. And if they had a story they wanted to share, they got up and spoke on a little microphone and shared their favorite story about my dad. And we just had a great time together, and all that fellowship and camaraderie really helped us. And someone told me that they had so much fun, they wish I would do it again next year. And I said, okay, I guess I can do that. And Jolly Blackburn was there. He's the creator of Knights of the Dinner Table. And he said, you can call it GaryCon, just after the GaryCon in their magazine. And so I did. And from those humble roots of game day in 2009, we're now up to over 2,400 people, almost 2,500 people this year at GaryCon 10.
Yeah, and this is a con, but it's also a bit of a family reunion for you, isn't it? You have a lot of family here.
Absolutely. This is our family reunion for the year. I have two sisters that came from Hawaii. I live out in California. And again, distant, all my gaming family is here too. So, gosh, a lot of these guys are like uncles or, extended family members. And we all gather here and, get together and actually meet up, take family pictures, play games, because a lot of my sisters and everything, they're so busy, it's hard, they don't have standing gaming groups and everything, so we kind of get back together, play some games, take pictures, hang out, see all our old friends, and remember our father and celebrate his life, and it's really been cathartic to have that experience. Instead of being sad in March, we're able to think about this great event where so many people are coming together, remembering our dad and the creation and role-playing games that he brought to the world, and just having a good time. And it's really an honor for us as a family to be able to share that celebration with everyone and bring so much happiness.
Yeah, very good. So I was wondering, you have a military career, and thank you for your service, by the way. Did you ever think about, and you've dabbled in some gaming stuff, and I'm sure planning this takes a lot of your time.
Yes.
Have you ever thought about making gaming a career? Was that ever a thought in your mind?
When I was younger, I considered it, but having a father who's well known for something, and as a younger person, sometimes that can be daunting, and so you want to make your own way in the world. And I chose a different path, but I've written, gosh, eight modules now. I do a few forwards for things. Certainly my own, home games or adventures and things like that. And yes, there's opportunities for me to do more of that, and I would enjoy doing it. It's just the amount of time that I have, because I'm in the military full time. I have run GaryCon. I sit on a board of directors for another company, and I have 3 small children. And family to take care of. So my time is very, very limited, but I'll be retired in a couple of years, so you can look for my products then, maybe.
Can't wait. I can't wait. Very good. So I'm wondering if you could go back and play through one maybe game session or campaign that you played with your dad. I mean, you were a play tester for him. You were ground level for all the new stuff. What would that session or campaign be? What do you have fond memories of?
Well, for me, it's probably... I did several. So I did like the G series. I was pretty young for those G series, D series, and that was great. And that was as Otis the Ranger. And then for some reason, I must have made my dad mad one day, but I was pestering him to play. I ended up going into the Tomb of Horrors with, I think, just me and myself and a sister, one sister, and that was rough. So Otis did not make it out of the Tomb of Horrors, but that's when I rolled up in a character later. MILF, and I went on many adventures there. And probably my favorite one that I have the best memories of is the Lost Caverns of Sajkanth. So that was a very long play. I went through pretty much every single room in that, or cavern in the Lost Caverns of Sajkanth, and just had a fantastic time. So that's definitely the one, and it also took a really long time. So if I got to see my dad again, I'd want it to be over a period of months, not just one session.
Good answer. Good answer. All right. Well, I want to thank you so much for joining me for this interview, and thank you so much for bringing us all along for the ride here at GaryCon to remember your dad, the great work he did, and the gift he has left all of us. So thank you very much for joining me.
Yeah, no problem. And if you want to join us, go to GaryCon.com and learn a little bit more about us, and we'll see you here next year.
All right. Sounds good. Everybody, take care. See you again soon.